What is up, Ravens Flock? Huge shout out for your support for the 410 Sports Talk. Chance and Glenn are the best in the business. They're killing it right now. They love talking Raven talk. Make sure you go subscribe to their channel. Let's go Ravens. Big trust.
I want to talk about Charlie Kolar.
Yeah,
you want to talk about Kolar?
I do.
Talking about Kolar.
Well, also for you guys,
first of all,
this
he's
Saturday,
6'11".
Yep, he's gigantic, and he's totally reshaped his body and is ready to absolutely ball out. But before I do that, and the reason I brought this up, the 27th, Ellie's Tavern in Canton, 6:30. You got to be there. 6:30, 8:30. Even if you pop in late, who cares? Kadri Ismail, Super Bowl champ, will be there in the building. Can meet the missile.
Yeah.
Cordell Woodland, 105.7 The Fan, will be in the building. Tony Thornton from 98 Rock will be in the building. Of course, me, Jimbo, DK will also be there. So you got to get out there. But the reason I brought Charlie Kolar up, and we're going to ask Q about this. Kadri Ismail was asked for a hot take. His hot take was, this is the year for Charlie Kolar. And he went a step further because that's not a hot take. He says that these last few years with Mark Andrews being injured down the stretch, he thinks that'll happen again this year. Charlie Kolar will capitalize on the Mark Andrews absence. And then next year, Mark Andrews may not be here because Charlie Kolar is going to make that kind of leap. So I got to ask you when we see him, because that's a hot take. I mean, that is hot. You're talking about he's going to take Mandrew's spot, but that's how much he's liking what he's seeing out of Charlie Kolar this early on. But if that's the case, forget next year and replacing and all that. Just knowing that that's how good that guy's looking. He's our third tight end. I think we all feel pretty damn good about Mandrews and what likely shown in year one. If Kolar is as good as Q is hyping him to be,
if he's half as good,
scary. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so I did see that, and he was double down and all over Twitter.
Dude, he's not playing.
No, and I'm excited on Saturday to get into it as far as why he specifically believes that. But we saw just in a short stint, the kid's got hands. He can run a route. He knows how to use his body really well. All those things are exciting because those things are hard to teach. Like, they're kind of just God-given. And they can be taught, but within a certain range. So yeah, I'm really excited about Kolar. And I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do. I don't know. A lot of people, you probably saw the picture of him next to Falele at the Preakness.
Yeah.
And it said Falele's listed at 6'8". Kolar's listed at 6'6". And he was
huge.
At least 2 inches taller.
I mean, the guy looks like he's 6'10". I don't understand.
Yeah, it was stupid.
Yeah.
Like, it was ridiculous. I was like, dude, this is insane. But yeah, ultimately, I'm excited about this kid. I mean, he's really athletic, which is exciting, and
sneaky athlete,
man.
You know what I mean?
Sneaky athlete. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to it. The only thing I'll say is proceed with caution because camp is camp, and we've had plenty of camp heroes and plenty of guys that look good in air. With no jerseys on or no pads on, no helmet on, stuff like that. So I'm not saying that'll be the case with him, but let's maybe proceed with some caution.
Yeah, I think part of what makes Andrews so great is his want to, his competitiveness, his physicality when the ball's in his hands.
Loves it.
Yeah, we got to see if Kolar embraces that physical side of football. That as a tight end, he's going to take a couple licks running over the middle. So let's just see how he does there. But I got to say, if Q, talking about Super Bowl winning wide receiver, is hyping you up as a pass catcher, that's got to feel pretty good if you're Charlie Kolar.
Yeah, well, I got another take.
Oh, boy.
This isn't a hot take.
Okay.
But I think this is Andrew's career year. As good of years as he's had, I think this will be the best statistical year of Mark Andrews. Couple things. Look at what what Moncton did in college with his tight ends.
Jimbo, I got to tell you keep calling him Moncton. It's just
Isn't
Monken.
it?
It's Monken.
Oh, isn't there a Moncton, Maryland?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
that's got me tripping. It would be funny if he bought a house in Moncton.
He should.
Yeah, just for that reason. I mean, he's got the money.
Dude, you should buy a house in Haskell, Maryland.
Is there one?
No.
There's a Cordova, Maryland, where my wife's last name.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
Anyway, all I was saying, you're right, Monken. Sorry. I'm going to call him the Monk.
There you go.
Just to keep it shorter. But ultimately, go back and look what he did with his 2 tight ends in college. It's stupid. I mean, it's just insane. And then on top of that, you said it, Mark is ultra competitive and coming off the upsetting season that he had last year, the disappointing season for him that he had last year. I think the dude is going off this year. I mean, absolutely Super Saiyan off this year.
Yeah. Oh, he is. And you know what? I love when Monken was asked about, well, you know, you threw it a lot to your tight ends this year, you know, even more than your wideouts. And everybody was like, oh, is that what he's going to do here? He's like, well, that's just because my best players were my tight ends. So I threw it to my best players. And if my best players were other places, I'd have thrown it to that. Like, I love that he's just like, those are my best players, so they're going to get the ball most often. Like, I love it, because use your talent and get it to your best guys the most, right? That's typically what you want to do, you know, if you want to be a good offense. But, yeah, as I see people bringing his name up, Jimbo, can we make an agreement that we're not going to talk about James Prochet as a camp, you know, his camp heroics?
There will be no James Prochet talk on this program. None.
Because
unless he comes on the show, then we'll talk with James.
Yeah, exactly. If he comes on the show, we'll be his biggest fan. But until that day, I don't want to hear about how he's the first one out on the field and the last one to leave, and how great his hands.
His opportunity here in Baltimore is on absolute life support.
Yeah.
Yesterday does not matter. You're looking forward to today.
I'm looking forward to being a Raven.
What are they getting?
Everything out of me. They're going to get a Super Bowl out of me. Believe that.